Hey everybody in social cam world, I'm gonna wait for the 8 seconds here, because I'm tired of looking like a retard. So, anyways, okay, recently, I just had what's called a hypothetical series, and what's called intellectual conversations with one of my female friends that I've been friends with for about 7 years now, okay? And the only reason why we've been friends for 7 years is because we haven't laid a single finger on each other. And I mean, once we involve sex and whatever, let's shit. And if you break up, it's done. And I mean, I've never stayed with somebody, after a relationship and stayed and was good friends. I've never had that. But anyways, so we were having a hypothetical conversation about how she has talked to or knows and heard from 3 of my past girlfriends, right? And she took an undercover survey for me, letting me know the exact reason why they either sabotaged the relationship or, just sabotaged the relationship and kind of made me myself leave them. You know what I mean? She ultimately, she got to the point where they thought that they could never live up to my standards. My standards? What standards? Okay, for one, plus she said that that these girls were afraid that they wouldn't ever be able to fill my shoes. Well, I don't want you to fill my shoes. You know what I mean? It's not my fault that I live life by the seat of my pants. It's not my fault that I like this social cam stuff. You know what I mean? One of the girlfriends, she had a huge problem with social cam. I never used it for dirt. I never used it for hitting on women, and I never used it for anything bad. And I never divulged any personal information about our relationship on social cam. But as soon as I started about it, I just as soon as I started up social cam, it took me about a month. But all of a sudden, I was like. And I mean, fuck, I was talking to people all over the world, Australia, fucking Singapore, all over the U.S. And but she had a problem with social cam because I was getting all this attention, and all these girls make comments on my shit, whatever. So I live life by the seat of my pants. I want to do as much as humanly possible. You know what I mean? You live once. One time is all you get. I said I want somebody that's afraid of. Sorry. I said I want somebody that's afraid of going down water slides. I want somebody that's willing to throw their ass at a perfectly good airplane with me. I want somebody that wants to bungee jump off a fucking waterfall. You know what I mean? You live once. Why not do the best you can? And I end up with all these people, or with these girlfriends, and end up shit. They're intimidated by me. For the simple fact that I'm willing to throw myself out here on social cam and meet all these people from all over the world, and I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to walk into a room of 100 people that I don't fucking know and socialize. So my thing is, I said I may walk in like a bull in a china shop, but I'm a respectful bull in a china shop. Everybody in that room remembers me for that fact. And I've made friends on social cam, on different, we follow each other in different social networks, so on and so forth. And they like me for the simple fact that I don't give a fuck about what you think. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people, they walk on glass. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're so worried about offending people. They're so worried about being themselves and voicing their own opinion, and agreeing with everybody for the sake of agreeing with everybody, because they don't want somebody to have a negative opinion about it. Well, if you have a negative opinion about me, right there, you know what I mean? And if you're a female that thinks they don't have enough balls and gumption in order to fill my shoes, you don't have to fill my shoes. You have to be yourself, but at the same time, I say I want somebody that will live their life with me. and is willing to do and try things, new things, to go around the world and meet these people on social cap. Like, oh, fuck. But this is what pisses me off. You know, this is what Leo's being about. You know what I mean? Well, LSD, everybody else, like, you know what the Leo Campbell? Kid, right here's a Leo. You know what I mean? These are Leos. Leos are not afraid of being who themselves. Leos are not afraid of being leaders. You know, like, if you don't like that, and if you can't, what's gonna handle that? That's your fucking problem. Okay? I'm letting everybody out there now, those people that don't think they can fill my shoes, which I don't want you to, need not apply.